Hi everyone, it's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another one of my videos. In case you're just stumbling across the channel, my name is Oscar. I've been a GeoGuessr YouTuber for 3 years and a GeoGuessr player for a lot longer than that. And yeah, as most of you guys know, in 2019, GeoGuessr introduced a paywall. This is because Google increased the cost of using Google Street View on their sites, and by quite a drastic margin as well, and so GeoGuessr was pretty much forced to add a paywall. But as you guys know, for the next 5 years, there was always a free version alongside the paid version. But basically, on the 1st of February, GeoGuessr is going to go paid only. As I'm going to show you, there are going to be a few ways that you can still play for free, but essentially if you want the full GeoGuessr experience from now on, you are going to have to fork up the $3 per month that they're charging. Now, there was plenty of interesting discussion underneath this Reddit post, which I'll talk about at the end of the video, but let me show you guys some ways that you can play GeoGuessr for free right now. So the first way that you can play GeoGuessr for free right now is called challenge links. Basically, these are normal games which someone with a pro account can set up for you, and basically you're just going to click on this link and it's going to take you into the challenge link, and then you can go ahead and play the seed. Now, of course, the disadvantage of these is you're always going to need a link, so I've gone ahead and created with a bunch of pros a big document of links here. There should be enough for you to play quite a bit here. Now, I suppose it's possible that the devs would want me to take this down or something. If they do, I'm going to have to get rid of it. I want to be invited to the World Cup, but for now, this is here for you guys to play, so hopefully you can get some good value out of this because this is completely free. I think once you have an account, you should just be able to jump straight into them. To add to that, if you run out of that list, there's also my second channel, GeoGuessr Explained. Come over and sub here and then click on oldest, and you can see there's a bunch of challenge links where I also explain the guesses, so you can also, learn a bit while you're playing along, but that's also another good source of challenge links for the future. Okay, so let's go on to the second method you can play GeoGuessr for free at the moment, and that is, of course, parties. So inside a party, you need someone who has pro. In this case, that would be me, and I can invite all my friends using this link, and if they have the link, then they can play along for free. Basically, the party links include live challenges, duels, team duels, city streaks, battle royales. It's really a great way to play. Honestly, these are some of the funnest modes in GeoGuessr, so as long as you have a friend who has pro, you don't really need it yourself if you're willing to play these ones instead. Of course, it goes without saying that a lot of times you'll find streamers playing on these modes as well, and they're going to put the link in the chat and you can go ahead and play with them, which is also a really great way to play. And yeah, in case you don't know, you just go to the home screen, click on party, and that would be what the person with the pro account would do for your friendship group. Okay, another great way to engage with GeoGuessr and play it for free yourself is to come over on Twitch and play ChatGuessr. Essentially, ChatGuessr is a really awesome community mod. We have the streamer who's playing, and then everyone can guess by putting coordinates in the chat. It's pretty easy to get your head around, but if you're ever unsure about how exactly to do it, just ask in the Twitch chat of the streamer. They'll happily tell you. But here we have Aussie Golfer, one of the great GeoGuessr Twitch streamers, and yeah, you can see this is where the actual location was, and you can see his different viewers dotted around the screen there. Also a great way to play if you don't really have any friends who have an account, and of course, there's normally someone live on Twitch who is playing one of these. If you're thinking about starting Twitch, I would highly recommend streaming ChatGuessr because that is how you get people to come along, especially after GeoGuessr goes pay to play in a week. It's going to be a really great time to get the grind on. And my fourth way to play GeoGuessr for free is not to play GeoGuessr at all, but to come over to Geotastic. Now, Geotastic for the moment is a completely free way to play a very similar game to GeoGuessr. It's pretty much a crowd-funded site. From what I've seen, it's really good. I've never really played it too much myself, but you can go ahead and play for free. And as you can see, there's a big, ominous bar at the top here where, as you can see, the kind owner of the site does donate $1,000 roughly a month, and no doubt they'll go up after the update to cover the costs of everything that is associated with the Google API fees for running a game like GeoGuessr or Geotastic. So you can go ahead and play this. I'll have all the links in the description for everything I mentioned. And as far as I can tell, that is pretty much all the ways that will be available to play GeoGuessr for free. If you have any other ideas, please say them in the comments because I'm interested. I may have missed something that's well possible. But let's have a little discussion here about the change as well, because clearly a lot of people are upset about it. Obviously, being an adult, I have the finances to easily support $3 a month. That's fine for me. But many of you guys might be young, or you might not have a job, or you might come from a poorer country, and in which case that is definitely it's not a good change at all, and I can definitely see why you'd be upset. Now, of course, whenever a change like this happens, everyone is going to call the company greedy that does it, and I can definitely understand where that's coming from, but at the end of the day, a company that keeps a free version and a company that keeps a paid version are both greedy. They're both trying to make money at the end of the day. And clearly this is the way that GeoGuessr saw us best. So a lot of people saying this is going to ruin the new player numbers. And, that is left to be seen. It definitely could happen. But they would have thought through this change a whole lot, I would imagine, before making it. But definitely interesting. And some of the discussion here was really interesting as well. I do find it a bit disappointing that they're getting rid of the daily challenge for free. If I was going to give the GeoGuessr team some advice, and no doubt they'll watch this video, and that would be to reinstate the daily challenge, because yeah, I think it's something that's kind of like a cornerstone of GeoGuessr. And, you know, a lot of people keep that as, you know, part of their tradition to always play the daily challenge. Not something that I'm interested in personally, but obviously for the casual player base, it is a really good, you know, cornerstone. I think a lot of people would appreciate that, and they would kind of feel it's less of a cash grab in a way. But at the end of the day, time will tell if it was a good decision or not. A lot of people also pointing out that GeoGuessr did have very healthy profits last year, and so this is kind of a weird time to do the change. But I guess on another hand, they're spending a lot of money on the World Cup and everything, and we want to see the pro scene grow. And obviously, it does make it tougher to get new players when you don't have a free service, but at the same time, perhaps getting the game in front of everyone in the World Cup will be a good way to alleviate that kind of drop off in terms of new players. So yeah, I'm interested to see what you guys think. I have a feeling that it won't be very popular in the comment section, but I mean, I'm not really thrilled about the change either. I mean, it's just it's the way it goes, I guess. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed these tips for how you can play for free still. You know, if there's demand, I can make another sheet of challenge links, I guess, because, you know, it could well be the case. But there's a good diversity of maps and game modes there, so hopefully you guys don't get bored. And yeah, that's about it for the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Hopefully you thought my takes were interesting as well, although I don't super have a horse in this race because obviously I've been paying for GeoGuessr for a long time. But yeah, guys, that's all of what I wanted to say in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.